I'm in the building. Lord have mercy, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I got here. Um, Before I even started my live stream, I noticed I ain't had my Carmex. I'm like, oh damn, it's gonna be a bad day. So I wanted to get out here and push myself, even though I just ain't really feeling like being on the live stream. I still am not feeling too good or not too well, and I can honestly say that I think it could be the weather. You know what I mean? Like the weather was kind of bad yesterday. Shout out to my man coming in the door. William is in the house checking in with the hammer and the 100. Shout out to you. Shout out to Sabah. They in the building. Appreciate y'all. If you don't mind hitting that like that we can get another person up in here. Boy, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Because I'll be thinking about stuff and I'll be like, damn, I hope I don't forget that on the live stream. Or I could talk about that. It's all kinds of different things that come to my mind. And the one thing I just been really, just really on myself about is the production, how it looks, how it sounds, how I sound, if I'm getting anything out, if I'm putting too much on it, anything, but I just kept my eyes open a little bit. I've been busy, and I haven't had a chance to like really be on the streets to see what's going on. Shout out to J-Dog is in the house. J-Dog is in the house. One Party Reet is up in the building. Shout out to him for my first batch of people. You know what I mean? One of my first 25 people in the live stream chilling. So I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I really don't have a lot of stuff to discuss today, but I did want to get back out here and do another video before Monday. Some way, somehow, I wanted to try to do that. So I am here. I do want to get here for tomorrow for Crash Out Mondays. You know what I mean? We got a couple things to crash out about, see how the people is feeling. I don't know, how you feel about this cabal out here, man. They running wild. They running wild. And I don't know how you gonna feel about your man Obama, man. I don't know what is wrong with that dude right there, man. Talk about some, you know what I mean? A man should have a gay friend, and two men in the house, raising kids. Like I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I put extras on it. You know what I mean? I didn't really get too deep in it, but I did hear a discussion. I did see a couple videos, and I was looking into some of the stuff that Obama was saying. But it's just like, they already questioning stuff in the chat, you know what I mean? And they asking me who was Big Mike. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll bring it into the crash out on Monday, see what's going on. We asked some questions about Wendy Williams these days. Wendy Williams, like, oh, Lord have mercy. Man, I'm telling you, they said that they was taking her guardianship, that they had her locked in a hotel room, luxurious hotel room, might I say. It was luxurious, luxurious. Did I say that? Luxurious. It was nice, you know what I mean? And they said that she was being held against her will, you know what I mean? Had the people out here tripping, going ready to go up in it to get her, you know what I mean? She was saying some stuff. Well, that seems like that was when Diddy was, facing life, you know what I mean? But after she thought that he was getting out, you know what I mean? Like, she really got out there. And you thought she was gonna say something. And then all of a sudden, Diddy got these charges dropped, and Diddy seemed to be all right where he's at, and he's gonna be out soon. But it seemed like Wendy Williams, she out here in these streets. Like, she don't seem to be held against her will. She don't seem to be having any problems with guardianship. And you know what I'm saying? She done found another stream of income. She done found another direction to go. She out here promoting her new clothing line, or somebody's clothing line, or something. She just did a video the other day. I really too much don't watch TMZ, you know what I mean? And that's the type of stuff that's out there in the streets. So we'll be asking questions for Crashed Out Monday about that. We'll be asking questions about I'll Be Sure. Like, I'll Be Sure out here made it seem like something's wrong, you know what I mean? And Diddy was coming after him Let me see if I can fix this light. He made it seem like Diddy was coming after him. Shout out to DJ Sunny Side Up coming in the door. I haven't been watching the chat. I didn't bring my other device. I charged it up and everything to bring my device, and I didn't bring my device. But let me go back in the chat and see what's going on. But I did see DJ Sunny Side Up. Let me see. Also, I came from my soccer match and won my team the trophy after the recovery. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about, Sabah. Sabah out here in these streets. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. That might work. Sabah out here in these streets got his team the championship trophy. You a champ. That's what I'm talking about, after recovery. How about that? That's my man right there. I appreciate that. Sunny Side Up. You know, I miss you guys in the chat. If you guys are talking, like I gotta push the button. I'm not even a button. I gotta push the chat to come up, and it's gonna make the screen shake and stuff. So if I miss you guys chat, you know what I mean, I'm gonna try to keep up, stay on beat, you know. But I was getting to the point where I'm getting tired of just the setup and how I'm doing it out here. So you know, I'm gonna start getting into the lab and doing some stuff, but it's gonna take some time for the stuff I'm doing and behind the scenes and stuff. But we will be trying to get out here for the crash out. You know what I mean? Like the crash out is something I feel like that could turn into something. You know what I mean? Isn't it too hot outside? No, it's not. It's really actually really nice right now because the sun is just now coming up. It's only like 6:20 in the morning. Out here in Las Vegas. Shout out to you. What time is it in Japan? And what is the weather looking like out there? We did get a couple of reports that there are on earthquake watches out there, you know what I mean? And I just want to say, on my last video, I didn't get to talk about the stuff I was seeing out there in New Jersey, you know, the stuff I was seeing out in New York. It's a couple other places, you know what I mean, that they said that they're watching out there. See, 12:25 p.m. It's nice today because of the recent rains. Thanks for asking. No problem. We appreciate you being in the house. And it rained out here yesterday, you know what I mean? But it only rained for like 20 minutes, but it was coming down. Boy, I was like, shucks. It was coming down, you know what I mean? And I was not feeling good just the last couple of days, you know what I mean, that I was saying to myself, like, I don't know if it's gonna be easy for me to get out here on Monday, but I want to try to keep that going. And then eventually I'll start putting some effort into putting my lab together and, you know what I mean, making it comfortable that I could just stream on a regular basis. So it's just things I've been thinking and everything. Been also thinking, hold on, what we got? What do you like about living in the desert? The weather out here is beautiful, as far as well, they got natural disasters, but nothing like the rest of the world be seeing. You know what I mean? You might get some earthquakes, that's it. You know, might get a little bit of wind, might get hailstorms and stuff like that, but it's like livable, you know what I mean? It's hot in the summer, but throughout the rest of the year, you know what I mean, it is nice. But the desert is just home for me because I done been here forever, you know what I mean? And I just got used to being in one place, you know what I mean? That it's like I can adapt here, you know, but I don't know. That's not really a question I really ask myself. Like the desert is just home to me, you know what I mean? I dwell here, you know. So let me know, you know, what you guys think about crashing out for Monday. And there's other things I've been wanting to add in, you know what I mean, that it's questionable. Like certain things that's questionable, like that really threw me for a loop hearing the stuff about Obama this weekend. Like that, we would be crashing out on people like Courtney Burgess. I think that's his name. Courtney Burgess, Ariel, I don't know her last name. She represented him, you know what I mean? And Chris with the book, Kim Porter. You know what I mean? Like that was questionable to me. There was a YouTuber that did called me out in her chat, you know, because I called cap on that. But she put the video on private, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I'll leave it alone. I was on my other profile, you know what I mean? But I was saying cap in the chat on Courtney Burgess, you know what I mean? And then Sean Attis, whatever dude name is out there in the UK, out here, all in people business. Like, he ain't got nothing to do with entertainment. He all in their business. Sean Atwood, he get people on his show, and he don't even say nothing. He get the people to talking. So I want to probably get out here, crash out a little bit for him, on him, you know what I mean? Just because he had Courtney Burgess up there, man, this dude is a liar. And if you can't see it, you know what I mean, then you need to crash out too, you know, because this dude here, boy, something about him saying that he was a made man, and just this little stuff that he was saying. Let's see, hear the new Joy. Nah, I ain't hear no new albums. Haven't been listening to no music. Haven't had an opportunity to actually take part into society. Just kind of been getting myself right, getting back on track. So we will see. For future reference, you know what I mean, if we keeping an eye on certain things, you know what I mean, in the industry and the new albums that's dropping. But I did hear about the clips dropping the album. I heard it's a classic album as well. I heard Raekwon got some new music from Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I heard that it's been a good month for the 90s as of lately, you know what I mean, with the music that has been coming out. I did want to put that out there. You know, I usually don't be here on Sundays, you know, but I felt like today I wanted to jump out here. The little one. Yeah, well, I heard just in general, you know what I mean, that there has been some new music released, and it got hip hop looking right these days, you know what I mean? So I think that's a pretty good thing. 3 people in the house, 3 likes. Let's see what else we got going on, man. I noticed something about the algorithm, so I want to make sure I say Jesus' name. Say it out loud, too, because the people that come up in here, sure enough, represent the Lord Jesus Christ. J Vibes Mixes in the house. What's going on with you? Or is that Jan? John. I think that's John. John Vlogs Mix Vlog is in the house. This is our church. No, sir. This is definitely not the church. I am definitely not trying to build a church. I just want to make sure that, you know what I mean, I don't speak enough word up in here. I don't think that the people was hearing enough being fed up in here, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't never seen no mission statement, you know what I mean? We want to make sure that we really speaking salvation out here and people really getting saved. If this was a church, you know what I mean? And let's see, what is the definition of church? I don't know. You be asking these questions early in the morning, though, all the time. Sunny Side Up got the questions, boy. That's something I have to get back to you on. Look, I went through a course before in ministry, you know what I mean? And the pastor said, you know what I mean, if it's a question you can't answer, just say, I have to get back to you on that one. The definition of church. Hospital. You know what I mean? Hospital. It's a hospital. You should go there and get yourself fixed up. It's an emergency. But they also have a recovery department that you got to get outside those walls and go reach more people. So I would just say it'd be hospital. You know, that would be the definition for me. So appreciate you guys being in the house. I'm just basically, man, trying to get me a video, trying to get back in routine of things, trying to get used to talking. What's going on with you, man? I see you. Yeah, trying to get back in the swing of things, man, but it's been hard. I'm saying Raketa is in the house. Good morning, everybody, my friend. Shout out to you because Raketa, she been around for a minute. Look, I can't remember, was you in the Philippines or was you like in Saudi? You was somewhere, I don't know. Look at my new friend right there, Rayner. Lorenzo's in the house. God bless you all. A beautiful day today, people. Look, that's a new person right there. Look, welcome back. You know what I mean? I just know how to say Lorenzo. Look, I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing your name until we be real close. Okay, Osang from the Philippines. Okay, the Philippines is in the house. Shout out to you. It seemed like we starting to pick up a little bit. You know what I mean? And I was noticing that about my live streams. It's like hype parts, certain parts of it. You know what I mean? And then I start getting comfortable and stuff, but these early morning ones, it seemed like I just be trying to wake up and, you know, get used to just getting back on the live stream and stuff. So I appreciate you guys joining me today. I really didn't have a whole bunch to say. I really wanted to try to get out here for Crash Out Mondays and try to get out here and just talk some mess and all the rest of that, but I ain't been feeling good. You know what I mean? And it take a lot of energy to do that, you know, and just having fun with it, you know, but it'd be certain things that we be seeing, and these things be happening right in front of us, and we just need to just make sure that we put something on wax just in case, shucks, hit my knee, just in case, in the future, you know what I mean, we need a place to go, you know what I mean, and they talking that smack up in there, you know, that's what that's about for me. So trying to get back on I'll tell you, these birds always be fighting out here, man. They always fight, but they don't be messing with me, you know what I mean. I just need to try to stop them from fighting, you know what I mean, just so we can get the peace. But when you hear peace and safety, boy, then sudden destruction, you gotta watch yourself. So yeah, what else we got out here? I don't want to get out here and be too disrespectful for Crash Out Mondays, but I feel like it could lead to that, you know what I mean? But then it can also lead to people just calling in when we do the call-in show, you know what I mean? Like some people just going through things, you know what I mean? I want to call in about my boss, you know. I have time off, you know, and he wouldn't let me have today off so I can crash out. So I took the day off anyway just to crash out, you know what I mean? And, you know, just calling in. Appreciate the share. Thank you very much, Osam. In your community, see, and that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, we'll be able to get some of her friends in the house, you know, or somebody on her timeline to just check it out, you know, in her community. So I appreciate the share. Thank you very much. Look, she's saying ain't that many people up in here. And I got to get out here and talk to people, you know what I mean? It's like, how I'm supposed to entertain the masses? The masses, boy, you said the wrong thing, boy. The masses can turn against you, you know, and that is the truth. Let's talk about this mark of the beast, you know what I mean? I've been hearing that as of lately, you know what I mean? Like, they've been actually saying it out loud, you know, that there's coming a time, you know, that there will not have no more cash. And seems to me, you know what I mean, that people are talking about the mark of the beast, and there's some stuff that we've been looking into as of lately that's been going on in these, I don't know if it's in the Senate or if it's in the Congress or what it is in, but I know as of lately, boy, somebody been speaking out there. I've been hearing the news. Hearing about a lot of war and stuff, but I ain't really one for the war, you know, so I ain't really out there like that. And been hearing a lot about famine, just the food, you know what I mean? And if you've been to the grocery store as of lately, credit day, boy, I'm telling you, in my day, I ain't never seen the prices like that. I'm just keeping it real. Gotta let the people know how I feel. Yeah, I ain't never seen it. And we gotta eat, you know what I mean? But I've been seeing some stuff, you know, just out there as of lately, you know. But God is good. God is good. He's always good. He's on time. He on time. You know what I mean? Remember your praise. Like, you just don't stop praising him. You know what I mean? I don't care what it look like. I don't care what it feel like. You know what I mean? You got to get out there and praise his holy name. You know, let his truth be what fills you up. Let the truth be what gives you that food, what gives you that everlasting bread. Like you ain't gotta have to worry about nothing else. Just eat that word. You know what I mean? And that's not just for you out there. That's for me as well. Eat that word. You know what I mean? He said you cannot live off of bread alone. You know what I mean? But you're gonna have to live off of every word out of his mouth. You know, and that to me is big. You know, like I'm gonna make sure that I'm listening to that. What else we got going on? I don't know. But if you are new at live streaming and you are new at making videos, all you just do is just get out there and talk. And when ain't nobody listening to you, you just talk, keep going. You know what I mean? You get some people in the chat. But today I did not have my other device anyway to keep up with the chat. So it's good that it ain't really moving real heavy, you know. So this is just a video to keep me going, you know, to show myself that I can actually get out here and do it today, regardless of how I felt. You know, like I felt sick. I ain't gonna lie, sick to my stomach. Like the last few days, and I've been having these spasms, you know, but it seemed to calm down a little bit, you know, after the rain. But the rain is still here. Don't get it twisted, you know. Let's see if we can go over here. Yeah. So 2 people in the house, you know. Hopefully, you know, y'all having a good day. Hopefully that y'all don't mind me just sitting out here blabbing, talking. Nice view. Appreciate you, Osane. She was always in the house back in the day, though, so I appreciate that. And as of right now, man, I'm just, you know, winging it, you know, trying to get past. You know, if I get through, I get through. If I don't, then I don't. But that's the thing for me. It don't matter who there or how many people there. I gotta prove to myself I could go make a video today, keep going, you know what I mean? And I'm doing that because it encourages certain people to see me push myself like that. You know what I mean? Like people still sleeping. I try to get up and get it done, sneak in, sneak out, you know? Entertain myself if I have to, you know what I mean? Like it's what lifts me up, you know, to continue to just press. Open my mouth, you know, because I feel like sometimes I just get to a point where I don't feel like speaking. I just don't have the strength to speak. You know what I mean? So I give my all my strength, you know, when it comes to the live stream. It's therapeutic for me that I could actually go out there and just speak, actually free myself. I seen this post on Facebook yesterday, and it said, and it was somebody I know, you know what I mean? But I didn't say nothing on their comments, you know what I mean? But it asked, what do you do to relieve stress? You know what I mean? I wanted to say live stream, you know what I mean? Like go out there and live stream. Like you got a lot of influence. Like you can get out there, the people gonna listen to you. You got friends, you know what I mean? I would have went all the way in on it. But just because, you know, I'm always trying to push somebody to create content, go out there and be the next content creator, you know what I mean? Like there's never been one that's been great. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of rappers, bunch of singers, bunch of actors, you know what I mean? But there ain't never been a great live stream. Well, I guess there's some big ones now, don't get me wrong. And there's some ones that's just not a culture, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying in general, you know what I mean? You could be whatever you want to be, but if I could just be good at being myself, you know what I mean? That's what it is for me. Regardless of where I'm doing my live stream, how I'm doing my live stream, or even what I'm saying on my live stream, you know what I mean? It's just the point to be in the house, you know, whether somebody's there or not. And whatever it is that we're talking about, you know, if in the end I say something about the Lord Jesus Christ in my video, he'll send those people here through the algorithm. And that's what I've been noticing as of lately, you know what I mean? It's what we saying, you know what I mean? Now I can mix a little bit of food with the medicine and get certain people here. Like there's a bunch of conspiracy theorists out there. Yeah, I'm one too, but I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. I want to say that just because, you know, it's me fighting back. You know what I mean? Just to say something out loud, to not be ashamed, to praise his name, just to bring glory to his name and not Darnell. So I'm out here just trying to get a video, sitting on my post, 24 minutes in, 0 people in the house, and I don't mind that just because it's showing me I could continue on, I could keep on moving. That's what I gotta do to build. Like ain't nobody gotta be there to build with me. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got life, they got stuff they gotta do with their time. And I'm one of them people in the same way, got a life, gotta do stuff with my time. But my free time, to get out here and make a new video so that I could go back and watch it, lift myself up from what I'm feeling and knowing how I felt before I did this video today. I did not think I was gonna be here, but I wanted to be here. And see, I don't usually do it on the weekend, you know what I mean? A lot of people with their family, a lot of people at home chilling, taking their time off to sleep in, you know, because they gotta go back and crash out for Monday. You know, it starts the week, you know, and hopefully we're gonna do some stuff in the future, you know what I mean? We're gonna bring in this Weird Wednesdays, you know what I mean? Like, let's try WW Weird Wednesdays, you know, just to see, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? This is weird, you know what I mean? Because there's some weird stuff in this world. It's some weirdos out there. It's some goofies. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? And we just don't want to fall in the category of none of that. So I'll get out here and I'll just be my top fan for today, you know, and try to get my video done because it is a struggle to push yourself for a whole hour. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all being in the house. So, when I get my studio lab set up, I'll be able to do stuff different hours of the day, stuff like that, get some friends in the house, we'll hang out. We'll talk about the stuff that's going on in the world. Today, I tried to take a break. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't try to do this video today. But I said, you know, I don't know when it's gonna be the next time I do another video. So I need a break, you know, just because I've been pushing myself ever since my first video back. And it's just like, it's so hard to push myself, but I forced myself to come here and do the video just because it means something for me to get here, you know what I mean? And get set up and then use the production how I have it set up and then try to build an audience, try to build a crowd, try to get people in the house, you know what I mean? Get used to seeing me again. Let me get used to talking, get used to saying something. So, it's certain things I've just been really, you know, hard on myself about because I'm feeling like I could be used in something in doing this. So, shout out to Rainer. I gotta say how, but I'm gonna say Rainer. I don't know, but she said, stay strong. And I'm trying, I'm pushing myself though, because when you do this, you gotta do it by yourself. You know what I mean? Like okay, this gives me something to talk about. Look, Ray for sure. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. All right. Look, and then sometimes with your profile, like with people's profile, I don't be knowing if they female or male, you know what I'm saying? And then like probably my tone, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's a woman or I think that's a man, you know what I mean? And I don't want to offend nobody, be like, oh, you're out there flirting, you're out there doing this, you're out there. I don't want to be like that, you know what I mean? But what I was thinking though is certain people these days and just in general, you might not want to be affiliated with everybody only because when you out here on social media, boy, from what I heard, there's something happening out here right now. They trying to bring that social credit score out here to the United States. And if you know somebody out there on social media, you do not want to be affiliated with that person. If there's in your family or what, friend, what, you just don't want to be affiliated with them because it'll mess your credit score up. Like, your social credit score can go down for you being affiliated with somebody else. So we got to actually get out here to watch who we're watching, for one. And then for two, it's like our family members get out there talking too much. Boy, they is taking right out your account. They messing up your credit score. Like, oh man, they got access to your account. Man, they out here tripping right now with Bank of America. They was like, yeah, man, somebody to shut down my account, went in my account, did this, did that. Like, they is out. And I didn't know if it was a psyop, because some of the stuff you can't believe, you know what I mean? Treacherous times, see what I'm saying? Treacherous. Look, so you got to work your salvation out with fear and trembling. You know what I mean? Just continue to worry about your salvation. But with the social credit score, it's like, yeah, the way it was explained to me and the way I received it was, like, you going to try to get you an apartment, or you trying to go get you a job, you know what I mean? And they check your social credit score, you know what I mean? And you seem to be doing everything right. You seem to have everything together, you know what I mean? But because your dad out there, or because your uncle out there, or because, you know what I'm saying, out there wilding in these streets, it'll start affecting your score. Like, you can't get that apartment, or you can't get that job because of what he didn't do. Look, I, you know what I mean? Like, people are already, they already trying not to be around the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to act like they not affiliated with D-Nail. But, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to see why. Like, oh, shucks, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know how many more of these videos D-Nail go get out here and do. It's absolutely nuts how crazy it is, and the side arcs can be in place. That's why I avoid a bunch of drama and rant to my Lord, amen, and rant to my Lord about crazy world. Oh my goodness. Tasman is in the house. Tasman 307 is in the building, checking in. That right there, my friends, is a GTA legend. Boy, in the house. Appreciate you checking in, man. Look, turn out, look, okay, yeah, we getting ready to get out here, get started for Turn Out Mondays, you know what I mean? Crash Out Mondays, we turning up on and crashing out. No, I'm just playing. I start feeling it like, come on, Ray. I did it the other day, boy. I did it too much. I was like, oh snap. But Ray, let me ask you, how you find us anyway? You know, and where you from? I didn't get a chance to ask you where you from, where you at. You know what I mean? And I'm from Vegas. Shout out to my man Taz. He said, I hope you good. Much love, brother. Much love to you, man. I appreciate it, man. And I'm glad you in the house, you know, just to know that you know what I mean, like you in the background, you know what I mean, just popped in for a second or whatever, you know. But I actually seen you in the community, you know, like your community posts and stuff in the past, you know what I mean. Like, I know you was going through some stuff, frustrated, you know what I mean, just with being a content creator, you know, being just with building a community, you know what I mean, trying to balance family, you know what I mean, just everything, you know what I mean, and I felt that. You know what I mean? I just didn't respond. I didn't say nothing, you know what I mean? But I just want to tell you to keep pressing, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you're gonna have a real good season, you know what I mean? Like, it might not be your season right now, you know, but I want to tell you that your season coming, you know what I mean? Like, it's a new game coming out there, you know what I mean? And you're already established with an audience, established with you know, material that people can go back and watch, you know what I mean? Like, you could actually, you have your credentials out here in these streets, you know what I mean? And I just want to let you know, don't stop doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because you have a lot of friends with you as well, you know what I mean? Because, look, I got on GTA with him, boy, they had me, we was covered, you know what I mean? As a matter of fact, look, I know you subscribe to Tribulation Gaming, you know what I mean? Like, we about to get out here in September. Like, I'll probably be doing that before I do this, you know, just because what this is different from me, you know what I mean, to try to come and push people, uplift people, try to be here for people, you know what I mean? But as you can see, it's easier for me to talk to people here because people are here, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I have nobody here and I have to talk to myself, you know what I mean? Like, I could continue that conversation, you know what I mean? Because I know that somebody gonna be here, somebody in the background, somebody watching, they always see the video or whatever, you know what I mean? It's certain things I would do here that I wouldn't do on my gaming, you know what I mean? With the gaming, I could just play that all the time, anytime I'm playing the game, like, you know what I mean? But to be able to build a platform off of it, do you see how many people have gotten their own companies started, businesses started, advertisement, all the rest of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, for you, what's the name? Beast, the Beast, Mr. Beast. Yo, he started the same way that you got going, you know what I mean? Like, just wait, you know what I mean? Your time is coming. I just wanted to tell you that, you know what I mean? Because I don't think nobody push you like that and be in your ear like that, you know what I mean? But I know who you are, dude, the legend out there. You know what I mean? His kill ratio is high, you know what I mean? And mine kind of low. You know what I mean? I'm always on good behavior. You know what I mean? Like, I get out there and just floss. You know what I mean? I'm showing off the stuff that I got. You know what I mean? That's what I do on GTA, you know? But they was out there looking out for me, you know what I mean? Trying to rank me up, you know? So Shout out to Taz, man. Shout out to DJ Sunny Side Up, still being in the house, and Ray. I'm from Florida. Florida born and raised, okay. I found this through recommended in my homepage and compelled to be around and spread the faith. Faith is a big thing. Faith is a big thing. What do you say? I want to go back up to what Ty said. Yeah, shit, we ride through it, bro. Okay. Let's see, Rakim or Pete Rock. Pete Rock has never been one to ring a bell for me. I've always looked at him as a producer. Rakim is a legend. And the question is that, Rakim, like, you ain't gonna find many that's gonna beat him in that category anyway. You know, the only one that I could probably put up with Rakim probably be Eric B. I don't know why I said that. You know, but I ain't had a chance to look back. You know, but I appreciate the question. You know what I mean? Sip the juice. I know one juice I won't be out here getting, you know, in regards to how sick I am. You know what I mean? Like, people was looking at me probably like, I had the COVID just the last couple of days. Like, COVID back out here? Like, you know what I mean? Just because, you know, you should go get the injection. You got to get the jab. I'm like, nah, I don't need no juice. I'm good. Look, they was saying you don't need no symptoms, you know what I mean? And they was saying that they had it, you know what I mean? And they was saying it like they being spread like it's a germ and all the rest of this. I was like, damn, I got a bug. I don't know where this bug came from, boy. It felt like the flu. It felt like a little bit of demonic activity trying to take place in the kid. All kinds of stuff. Like, boy, it felt like something was going on. But I feel good now. I'm straight. Let me see what Eric B was something ahead of his time. You feel me? Let's see. Know the ledge, knowledge. Did you lose your taste? No, I can't say that happened because I went on a date yesterday. You know what I mean? And we actually had some crabs, and I could actually say that those crabs, something was wrong with the sauce. I could taste the sauce. Something went right in the sauce, you know what I mean? But I see this stuff advertised all the time on Facebook, and it says crab spice. If anybody's in Vegas and they went out to crab spice, I don't know if you liked it. You know, if you did, cool. You know what I mean? Like, they swindled us, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was peer pressure, you know what I mean? Because they led us to believe that we was going for all you can eat. So we went, and then, seems to me that the all you can eat costed extra each time they brought it out, you know what I mean? Because on the bill, it just didn't look right. It was like, hold on, he asked us, we want it. We like, yeah, we want it, you know what I mean? Cool, we'll take it, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, you don't have to have it though. Like, cool, we don't really want it, you know what I mean? But it just seemed like, you know what I mean, we got swindled in the end, you know? But I started feeling like, man, why is they bringing out these little crabs? Like, they started bringing out these miniature crabs, you know what I mean? And I don't know if we was eating a legal limit. So we had minors out there, like, damn, what y'all got in y'all buffet? Listen, you like the buffets out there? You know, I'll be honest with you. We haven't seen buffets really in a long time. I don't know what's going on with the buffet game. Like, back in the day, boy, you can go to a buffet, boy, and enjoy it. But now, I don't know, you know what I mean? I really ain't been to a buffet in a long time, you know. I just don't have a desire to be a glutton, you know, to sit up there and just eat like that, you know what I mean? But then it's like you want to go there so that you can get whatever your taste buds is desiring, you know, but maybe I should go check out a buffet. It's been a while. You know, we used to go to the seafood buffets and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's been a minute. Let me see what the chat said. Let's see. You need to be careful with fish and stuff. You know, that that's real. You know what I mean? Like these waters seem to be corrupt. You know what I mean? That's where they put Bin Laden ashes at. I mean, if they did Bin Laden bury that sea, you know what I'm saying? How many other people out there? And y'all sitting out there letting the fish eat that, and we sitting out there fishing, bringing the fish. Man, why y'all gotta come over here with that? They be tripping, man. I don't want to say too much before they get to flying up on me, though. Dude out there yelling at his dogs. So, 3 people in the house, man. I'm pushing through this 40-minute mark. Let me see. They pumping shit and everything to make it look better and feels for more. Taz, you heard from what's my man? Oh my gosh, he in London or UK. Cause you got a squad of people, the coast more as well. Well, I mean, look, I know this dude. He used to. No, I don't want to. I'm straight. No, because no. Okay. I can say that. Okay. They used to have a restaurant out here on the east side of town called Hush Puppies, right? You know what I'm saying? And the dude, he used to do all you could eat crabs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And this a while ago, you know what I mean? Like he started slowing down, right? He come out there watching people as they eat and everything, just because, you know what I mean? He was going through something with his business, you could tell. So it so happened that he ended up one day. I was like, man, why you stop doing the all you can eat? You know what I mean? I don't know if I was just trying to be funny. And then he say, you can't get crabs out here, seafood out here like that no more, and this and that. You can go anywhere in town and show me that you could do that, then something, right? So I was like, okay. So we did go around. I found something that same day, like, oh, you don't have no more, you know what I mean? But they still got seafood here, you know what I mean? So I wanted to go back over there and say something, whatever, but he stopped having his, that restaurant over there, you know what I mean? The other one's still open, but that one over there ain't. So look, so there's another dude I know, you know what I mean? Like, he used to have like a seafood restaurant. Like it was like fast food though, but you can get fried crabs up in there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, where you gonna go in Vegas and get fried crab legs, you know what I mean? And it wasn't the imitation meat, like this was real, you know what I mean? Because of the way the prices is and stuff like that, like people stopped selling that stuff and they started making the imitation, you know what I mean? And they said the imitation is good as the real stuff, but boy, look, give me the real stuff. So I mean, all I'm saying is with the fish and with the seafood and stuff like that, there's coming a time. Man, we gotta watch what's going on in that water, you know what I mean? And I don't know, man, just to kind of think about certain things, it got me thinking like, you know, nah, I better not. 4 people in the house. Appreciate all 4 of y'all checking in, man. I'm just trying to get me a video pushing towards the end, you know what I mean? I'm very proud of myself, but I want to get out here for Crash Out Mondays. Like, I was just gonna not do today, just do Crash Out Mondays, see how it goes and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? Just because I just ain't been feeling it, gotta have a certain kind of energy. I have not got my mojo, you know what I mean? And I just am kind of, you know, hanging in there. You talk about the inflation and the shrinkflation. Captain Silva is in the house. The inflation, exactly, you know what I mean? Like, we thought it was back when the Gulf of Mexico, like, prices ain't never been the same since they had that oil spill. But it seems to me, Captain Silver, I don't know if you had a chance to talk about that social credit score. Like, man, y'all might not want to be affiliated with me, unless y'all gonna really get out here and crash out on Mondays, and just be a Tribulation Kid. Because, man, look, anybody y'all affiliated with, or anybody out there just wilding out on social media, crashing out, boy, they gonna get you on your credit. Like, man, the lady explained it like, yeah, well, because I guess this is already going on in China, But the lady explained, look, this is a channel I can think of. It's called Make You Think, Make You Think About It, or something like that, or Think About It. Think About It might be it. Think About It. I think that's it. But anyway, he was talking about, well, the lady was on there and she was talking about, well, you know, basically in China, and this does not stop criminal activity or nothing. Like, this don't change society. Like, they still gonna get out here and wild out because they say stuff against their government. You know what I mean? But the government is like, we're knowing when you're talking about us because you guys are throwing these subliminal messages. So they started speaking more subliminal so that they're not really firing shots at the government and talking against their president and all the rest of that stuff. So they're starting to, crack down on them out there for how they're speaking. But the lady was explaining it like, like, if you walk across the street like you're jaywalking, and like, they have cameras everywhere. The facial recognition will recognize your face, automatically put you into the data bank, and the data bank will start taking from your credit score and out of your bank account. Like, as you're walking, you are losing money per step that you are basically walking. You know what I mean? And they was just saying some stuff like, whoa, you know what I mean? But if you check out that video from Think About It, you know what I mean? Like, he keeps some good content. I think a client to DQ yesterday, he ordered a burger, a Coke, a Blizzard. Total was $17.89. Been a long time since I've been to fast food place. Didn't know it was that bad. Oh, you didn't know? I'm talking about 2 combos, $25. You paying almost $30 to take your family to McDonald's, to Burger King. And then my granddaughter, she wanna go to McDonald's every time she go to karate practice. When I take her, I'm like, dog, and I take her 2 days a week, you know what I mean? I'm talking about just for her Happy Meal, it's $8 and some change, like $8.72. Crazy. It's making me hungry though. I ain't ate nothing today. I just got up and said, let me do a live stream, and I ain't want to crash out. I just wanted to get out here and just kind of chill, and talk to people, see how people doing. See if I can encourage somebody or see somebody stop by, you know what I mean? I could just push them. It's not to be funny, but Trump will be your savior in the world to come. We are not seeing the real enemy in the faces, but yet Trump looks at everybody, and the UK, we fuck, bro. Oh, here in the UK, okay, you in the UK too, okay. I'm trying to think of my man that be with you. Shout out to Brennan Kim Young is in the house. Hello, BFF and everyone. She said hello to y'all. Shout out to you, Brennan Kim Young. The situation with Trump, Lord have mercy. He do be laughing in our face, you know what I mean? But see, I don't take none of this stuff serious. The politics, the pandemic, just a lot of different things. I just didn't take it serious, you know what I mean? Because I look at what's being presented to us, and yeah, man. Yeah, man, look, we got Taz in the chat going off, you know what I mean? Like, serious though, like speaking out, saying something, and that's real. The thing about it, I can't keep up with the chat though, because, let's see, reading Revelations in 1989 equals, seems incredible. Reading Revelations in 2025 seems relatable. That is good right there. That is good to me right there. Yeah, I probably need to go back and start reading. Look, you're gonna be blessed reading that. You know what I mean? He that reads it. See, bro, don't mention. Oh, Zach, there you go, there you go. Oh, don't mention my old friend now, arch enemy, Zach. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, man, I ain't been out in these streets, man. Like, what? Oh, man, nah, this the love. Like, we got to spread the love. I need to get out here and see if I can squash this. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We gotta show the love, man. We can't be out here wilding in these streets. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna mess up all our social credit score. You know what I mean? Because you best believe it's going to go out there in the UK as well. You know what I mean? But Zach is my man. You know what I mean? And he was the way I got connected to all y'all in the gaming world. You know what I mean? Like, he put me in the game. And that's anti-Grace friend. Like, we can't be like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's our peoples. You know what I mean? And, man, oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Jimmy John. Yeah. I remember Jimmy too. Yeah. How you doing? And all good. Oh, man, not Jimmy. Jimmy was good people. Jimmy came through and blessed the live stream. Like, look, he blessed me. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to say bad about Jimmy. You know what I mean? He came, boy, he set it off. I was like, damn, boy, I'm part of the W squad. Like, this squad is a W. You know what I mean? I couldn't help myself. Like, I had a lot of fun. Let's see. Dang. Right, BFF, spread love. Yeah, Brennan Lane. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta spread the love. You know, we got enough negativity in this world. We got enough hate out there. You know what I'm saying? And the one people that we need not to stand up against us is ourselves. As long as we don't stand up against ourselves, like, look, I'm trying to push myself out the situation. Like, let's take that energy, let's do something with it. You know what I mean? Like, let's try to get the people on the right page. You know what I mean? Let's try to get people all in together. You know, tell them, Brennan Lane, you know what I mean? She out here instigating. Yeah. Let's see. Himself, Jimmy. We all good, bro. It's out. Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, I wish I had my stuff set up. You know what I mean? So we can get out here. We can talk about this if we can fix it. But I don't think we can. To have a good social credit score, you have to give up your First Amendment. Oh, who giving up their freedom? Oh, who? We might have to get out here and crash out about that. But see, I don't want to get too loud, you know, and then, you know, it's the weekend, you know, it's Sunday, you know what I mean? Like, last time, I ain't feel good, you know, but hold on, we got some more stuff in the chat. Yeah, it's okay, correct. Correct. Oh, I was trying to figure out how you spell correct, but okay, I get it. I got you. Let's see. Yeah, man. Was lying the whole time, bro. He was a snake. He went against Jimmy, my prey me, and everyone is a part of the common ball. Lord have mercy. Not the Commonwealth. You know what I mean? Like, what? Oh man. Well, you know, there's a chance that they probably gonna see this, so, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can get that to squash, you know what I mean? You see D-Nell, you know what I mean? I wanna be out here neutral. Let's say, sorry, I forgot my hammer and my honey, shaking my That's one of my new friends right there. Like, see, that boosts me up. It gets me hyped right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you see my friend up in there earlier, Ray, like, I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Like, get her out here with the hammer and the hunted as well, you know what I mean? I think it's her. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to look into nothing. Like, but she out there in Florida. Shout out to our people out there in Florida. Look, I hope that's what she said, Florida, because I'll be forgetting so quick. 53 minutes in. Lord have mercy, boy, these streets is wicked, man. And they can get people to have issues with one another, you know what I mean? And, man, that's just rough. You know what I mean? I really hope, you know, we can spread the love, you know what I mean? Try to get people back, you know, community oriented. You know what I mean? Like we gotta see if we can strengthen the people out here somehow, and that's why I wanted to come out here and try to get these videos going. See, things is, I believe truly fight you gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta put up the fight, and fighting back though, how you ever fought back with love. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you ever, he bitch like a little girl, saying he's a big man. What, me and Jimmy pray lost our minds. Oh Lord, streamers and on the streamers and respect and respect it, and oh man, not that. We must stick together. How we gonna stick together? Like you said. Tad, look, man, look, take my laugh as, let's just not take it serious. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you'll laugh about it, like, oh, man, look, all this stuff really didn't make no sense and this and that. You know what I mean? Because there's a chance, like, he's going to come back. If he don't come back, he going to message me like, man, I don't like that stuff he was saying. You know what I mean? And then, I ain't going to be out here instigating, trying to get y'all together, to go against each other. I try to get y'all together to spread the love, man, because that was a W click. But I have been in big groups like that, and you know what I mean, when you got like more than one big influence, like the group will separate. It'll split in half, and half will go with you and half will go with him. And they'll all still be cool, and then you'll find some that are still neutral that just don't want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the people that's on the sideline that's gonna get hurt. It ain't the people that's actually leading the group. You got those other people, but see, you got to be careful with playing with the people's emotions out here, and as an influencer, and that's anybody, including myself. You know what I mean? Like, I could hurt some people, and I hurt some people. That's the point of doing this stuff that I'm afraid to do. Like, I don't want to lead people in the wrong direction, in the wrong way. I don't want to take your focus off anything that distracts you, but in them big groups, it gets split, and it's the people that's on the sideline that's watching that's actually being hurt, So hopefully y'all could go ahead and get that together, that y'all ain't, going back and forth. And I'm sure it sound like it kind of was old, back in the day. Like, I mean, not even back in the day. Like, this could be kind of fresh, but y'all was deep. That's all I could tell you. Y'all was deep, and I was proud to come through, I've never really been like a really serious gamer, like I'm an old dude, I just play it for my amusement, my fun, listen, it's all over now, bro. He lost. But see, the thing about it is, y'all be doing them verses against each other and stuff. Like, it just be some crazy stuff going on GTA, and we need to know, what I mean, that there's some witchcraft also being on them games and video games. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in the day when older people used to talk about, oh, you playing them video games, this and that, the devil does this, I didn't understand it then. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a regular game. I'm just playing live. I'm just playing 2K. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know. But then when I start seeing some of the stuff that they use in their graphics and start seeing some of the symbols, stuff that is out here in this world, showing their alliance, and then I'm just saying, man, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, GTA, boy, it's some real killers on there, you know what I mean? Like, they better give them their new game, but when the new game drop, it's gonna be people out there. But for me, I'm gonna be out there, but I'm an old dude. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm just out there just for clout, chilling, you know what I mean? Like, I don't be serious, I got a couple vehicles on there, couple houses on there, and some more stuff, a couple businesses, but I haven't been on in a while, but I'm eventually get on, because I am about to get my gaming channel going, just because it gives me something to do along the way, of trying to build this platform. So let's see. No. He brought my personal life into the YouTube realm. He started it and I finished it. Bro, do do what we do, we all need thick skin, bro. Yeah, man, but to get out here online, man, and going back and forth and stuff, like, that just ain't my style, man. Like, especially when it's like, it's a whole community of people we know, and this is, and then it's like, if y'all had that issue, y'all could talk about it offline, like, y'all can handle that, and I just, for me, you know what I mean? Only because, like, that's part of social media. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. If I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna keep that type of energy, like, I'm straight. Because I get convicted, you know what I mean? And God has a way of handling me, chastising me, that I don't want to face the Lord with stuff out here on these streets. These streets is vicious. I'm telling you, boy, you get dragged out here on YouTube. That's just what YouTube does. You know what I mean? And if you come across the wrong person or the wrong people out here, like, they get you. I'm knowing. They get you. Shucks. I done been out here on these streets, you know what I mean, for the last 10 years. Like, I'm knowing, like, you will get. Let me see, and then I done had some personal drama, some personal beef out here in these streets. You know what I mean? Even with All of Us TV and the Dougie Life Entertainment, all the rest of that stuff, like, it was a big group. I done been out here on these servers, big group. I done seen big YouTubers got a big platform. I'm telling you, I seen them split in half. I heard a little girl, not even a little girl, she was young, and I want to be respectful how I say it, because she was young, but she was around us. She was like 19, you know what I mean? And shout out, it was two of them that was teenagers, you know what I mean? But with that big group, you know what I mean? Like, they believed in God, they was not giving up on God. And there was certain influencers out here, content creators out here, you know what I mean? And when that group split, I was on the other part of the group that split. I was away. When that group split, they didn't have another leader, you know what I mean? And they was trying to find a leader, because the person that was actually leading, that was their platform. Shout out to Anna Lynn Elder Ross is in the house. I see you. Shout out to you. When that group split, the girl that was over there, you know what I mean, she would start crying, you know what I mean? Like, we had a big panel just talking. It was offline, it wasn't live. But she was crying, and she was talking about, I looked up to her, she was really heartbroken, for the person that actually had that big platform. And we just tried to look out for her, as a group, we stayed together. But then when we got our group, the group ended up splitting in half again, you know what I mean? Half went with one person, the other half went with that person. But for me, I was on the sideline, and I said, I ain't going with either one of them. I'm staying right here. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I stayed right there. And eventually, both of those people that started their own and went their own way, they had to come back and stay right there with me. You know what I mean? So I'm leaving it at that, but I mean, certain ones know what I'm talking about when it comes to that server. And I ain't say no names, but you know who you are, and you remember what happened. But see, we getting older now, and we forget things so easy, so quick. And that's why I was like, you know what, I need to start getting out here, getting on the live stream just to talk, just to speak. Because when I ain't speaking, I forget how to speak. I forget these things. We don't put it out there on, let's say, Trills, bro, June 11th. This year, I turned 50. Oh, Lord, have mercy, man. My homeboy just turned 50. Shout out to my man, Lance. He was looking good out there on Facebook, with his posts and his family and his friends. And he done went out there, had a great time out in Miami, you know what I mean? Like, man was dressed up, looking fly, shucks. When I get my 50, boy, look, I'm gonna be out here doing a live stream, like, ah! So, yeah. That is it, Captain. Let me see what Captain said. I hear you, Taz. To be honest, I'm too old to care about people hating. See what I'm saying, Captain Sue? Man, you know what? Tupac said a long time ago, they're gonna hate you for whatever you do. You know what I mean? So regardless of what you're doing, they're gonna hate you, and certain times, certain ways, people just don't get their way with you. That's what it is. It's a control thing, you know what I mean? And then when you don't respond, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But hating is a part of life, you know what I mean? And for people that believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, they're going to hate you for whatever you do because you're going to be hated by all men for his name's sake. You know, Captain Silver, I started thinking the other day, boy, when they deliver you up for affliction. No, excuse me, it didn't even say for affliction. When they deliver you up and kill you. But that's in the word, you know what I mean? I've been waiting for that, like they're gonna kill me, like for his name's sake. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, as long as I don't get out here and I'm pumping myself up and see, I've done that, you know what I mean? Like I pushed myself to promote myself in a way where it seemed like that was just about the music and I'm trying to do that the next coming, like, nah, that ain't who I am. You know what I mean? I'm a believer, you know. I believe in tribulation, you know, the great tribulation. I believe there's coming a time, you know what I mean, where they're gonna take believers. I do believe that. They could take the body, but they can't touch the soul. Come on. You know, that's when I start feeling it towards the end. You know what I mean? Like this is what hypes me up when I get out here and I hear myself back that we said that. You know what I mean? Fisher Time, let's go. Yo, Trip. Shout out to you, Mr. Fish, and I appreciate you coming in the house. I know you busy, you know, but you should be off today. Today is Sunday. You doing some fishing today? Let me know. Mr. Fisher, boy, I be seeing all them nice, beautiful sights you be putting out there on Facebook. Like, look, Mr. Fisher, you got a nice little program that you running out there on Facebook. You know, got a little bit of interesting stuff going on out there in California. I know it's nice, but look, Mr. Fisher, I start ordering some stuff, get my stuff in order. You know what I mean? Like, I'm see if I can get my stuff set up and get back out here. You know, and it's gonna be a real struggle to do it, but we're gonna get back to doing at least 2-3 live streams a day, you know, just because, look, today is Saturday. You sure? It's only Saturday? I thought tomorrow we're doing the crash out. Today ain't Sunday? I'm out here during the Sabbath. It's illegal to say in my Christian country of little old English, but I'm gonna say always God bless, for sure. Taz, I appreciate you being in the house and staying as long as you did. You know what I mean? Cause look, cause I was thinking, you know what I mean, like, it sounds like you suffering with a little bit of anger management, you know what I mean? And the only reason why I'm saying that, it sounds like you a little still, you know what I mean, not bitter, you know what I mean, but a little bit still upset, you know what I mean? Like, that's your boy. Like, oh, nah, you know what I mean? You know, but it's good that you in the house, though, because, you know, get you to laugh about certain things, man, or think about certain things, you know, against my government. But, you know, I've heard a lot of stuff about the UK because I've had an opportunity to work with people in the UK, actually. You know, shout out to Kissable Lips. We actually did some stuff, just live streaming, you know, where I got a chance to learn about the culture just of the Philippines. And then I also got a chance to learn about UK because she was in the UK. So I got a chance to ask certain questions and stuff. And, you know, trust me, bro. The least of my troubles, bro. Okay, cool. You know, just because, you know, we're gonna need you back out here for Crash Out Mondays. One day, maybe you could call in for Crash Out Monday. Mr. Fisher, we're gonna need you to call in for Crash Out Mondays. We're gonna need you to call in and crash out, you know, whatever you're thinking about. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a game that you've seen that you felt like somebody should have scored, somebody should have got the touchdown, or somebody dropped the pass, or anything, you know what I mean? Anything you could think of to crash out. When we start doing these crash out days, I want you guys to call in and crash out. Just to do it, you know, we're gonna try to get us a call-in show, you know, so I'll be looking forward into working with trying to get everything established, and I hope to see y'all there. What is up with the number 1, number 3? Would you speak in Gematria? Gematria? Like, oh no. They talk about the 44 too, and they talk about the 42. I'm talking about, boy, they talk about Obama, boy. They said something about he think it's cool, you know what I mean, for a man to have a gay friend. Like, what? We might have to crash out about that, you know. And then he was talking about, you know, that. I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. Just because the fishing is a new YouTube thing for top chatters. This top fan stuff is new on YouTube. Oh yeah, Mr. Fishing. I don't know how that's working though. You know, if you gonna get rep or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it looked like you can get a bit of rep for being in the chat, but it looked like you only gonna get rep for today. You know what I mean? Like Life with Ryan is in the house. Life with Ryan. Skipped. Are we talking about Ryan, like the old Ryan, like? Man, I'm gonna let you back in here. Man, if this is that Ryan, man, Ryan don't come up in here playing. Don't come up in here causing no problems. Don't come up in here causing no confusion. You know what I mean? Like God is not a God of confusion. He is not the author of confusion. You know what I mean? He's of faith and pushing the people, you know. But if this is that life with Ryan, you know what my problem. I see that Ryan on, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Ryan, ever since that video that you did about me, you know what I'm saying? It's always been shaky. You know what I mean? Period. It's been shaky. It's been shaky. You know what I mean? And then you got the nerve to come up in here and try to chill. I'm gonna let you chill today, though. Yes, it's me. Yeah, I figured it was. Have me get on your case, but I'm different now. Ain't no different. That wasn't no reaction video. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be disrespectful, straight up. You know what I mean? But if you say you changed, you know, you got a right to grow up. But look, I'm dead serious. Nah, man. You was playing too much, man. I feel like you've been trolling for a while behind the scenes. I'm different. Nah. I ain't got time to be stressing with you guys, man. Like, some of you guys be stressing me out in this community. You know what I mean? And I'm getting too old for this. You know, but he remember me from when I first got out here. He know I'll get out here and crash out, you know what I mean? And if we all got the same topic, eventually he gonna crash out too. So, you know, look, he has to mature. Okay, see, Mr. Fishing, you know it's gonna come back on you. I can just hear Mr. Fisher now, like, come on, man, come on. No, you know it's gonna come back on you. I've known Mr. Fisher for a while. Look, I told you I'm different. Oh, Lord. Ryan, what makes you want to come back over here? I just gotta ask you that question. Like, why you want to come back up over here and mess with me? You know what I mean? Bother with me. Oh my God. Mr. Fisher, oh man. Look, as soon as he came in the door too, you see, our suspicion went up. Like, hold on, you've been on the neighborhood watch for a while. Look, so we gonna do a segment eventually in the future. We're gonna do a segment of the neighborhood watch. You know what I mean? Like search stuff. You know what I mean? We might do it on Weird Wednesdays. You know what I mean? Because we gonna find some weird stuff, weird people, and we gonna have to ask questions. But I need you guys to keep your eyes open for Crash Out Mondays, you know, and, you know, something to make you want to just crash out, you know what I mean? Like, hold on, it's the stuff that just had you clueless, like, what is they doing? Or what is they talk about? Or, you know, whatever it is, you know, I need y'all to get yourselves prepared for Crash Out Mondays. That's going to be something that we're going to do on a regular basis. I want to start putting my stuff together just because, you know what I mean? I think y'all going to have some fun for that. And we are still gonna be looking into the bingo. You know, we're gonna probably do bingo like on Fridays or something. You know, I'll probably have an early morning bingo session, but I'll probably try to get a later session as well. You know, I do got some ideas of who I would have a co-host with me on that, but we definitely got to get out here and do a bingo Fridays or something like that. Maybe bingo Saturdays. You said today Saturday? Shucks, we could do bingo today. Listen, I usually crash out on Sundays. Sundays, yeah, but we already just started to crash out Mondays. You know what I mean? Like, that junk got my nerves. Look, how y'all doing, man? We doing. That's about it, man. We doing about the same we was doing last time. We just see some things in this world getting ready to pop. So we sitting out here trying to get comfortable, you know, be ready to speak, be ready to hang out with the people, because the people gonna come by, they gonna have something to say. Like, hold on, this don't look right. What you mean, the mark of the beast? That's what we out here talking about, looking for. You know what I mean? The one thing we trying to keep people from, you know, so we're gonna be crashing out, you know, eventually, you know, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow, like, just because I gotta keep my energy. Like, I don't wanna get out here and get to making myself sick about stuff I really don't care about. Like, I really don't care about stuff that I'll be talking about anyway. Like, it sounds like, oh, he out there speaking the gossip. He's talking about the news, these things. I'm just talking about, you know, what people are actually discussing these days, you know what I mean? And, or certain stuff I was thinking about in the past that I ain't never get a chance to mention. Like yesterday, or the last video I was in, I was talking about one of my favorite rappers, Prodigy, and him dying. They said that he choked on an egg, you know, and I was talking about the boulette. Like, I could understand if it was probably boulette, you know, like I ate the boulette before, and I ain't never trying to talk about nobody's custom or what nobody eat. But I just don't know that I would do it again. But I was thinking, what I wanted to add in saying while I was saying that is, and then we got Easter, like, we found out on the live stream that bunnies don't lay eggs. Like, oh my gosh, they don't even lay eggs. Like, they got a whole litter. They got a whole litter of puppies. I mean, well, bunnies, you know, and I was just sitting up here thinking, you know, I just wanted to just remind people that bunnies don't lay eggs, you know, and I was just thinking, you know, Easter, and I'm thinking, man, they say he choked on an egg, and then we was all saying, man, I think it's some Illuminati stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, he was talking about the Illuminati at one time, you know what I mean? And we get all our influence from these rappers and singers and entertainers and all the rest of them, and some of them was just speaking out. Rabbits are mammals. Are they? It's a mammal? I guess that makes sense, though. It can't be no reptile, right? You know, we mammals, ain't we? I just want to say, I thought the human race was a mammal, but I could be wrong. You know, there's certain things I be thinking. I mean, they did say that we came from monkeys. Like, I have never came from no monkey. You know what I mean? But then I be watching the way they be walking around and stuff. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they wanted to say, oh, you came from aliens. You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna tell the people. Like, oh, these are our creators, and then they're gonna come here and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they say. But I just be talking. What Mr. Fisher say? The Illuminati sounds like Dan Brown stuff. Dan Brown. I don't even know who Dan Brown is. But as of lately, I've been hearing some stuff, you know what I mean? I heard Nicki Minaj out there talking crazy to Jay-Z. I don't know nothing. I don't know too much about it, you know what I mean? But I heard it out here on YouTube the other day, you know what I mean? And it seems that Nicki Minaj is pretty serious. Say pretty serious, because she's trying to get the FBI involved in all that. Did you read his book? I don't even know who he is, Mr. Fisher. Like, who is he? But I did hear I even looked it up myself. They trying to compare Donald Trump to Aleister Crowley? Like, Aleister Crowley? Oh, I looked it up myself. I looked it up trying to find out, is Donald Trump in the cabal? If you go up there, you can actually see, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they trying to compare him to Aleister Crowley, bro. If you look at the article, and they been did that, you know. What else we got going on in the chat? Let's see. We won't ever see Jeffrey's blackmail. You know what? I think that's starting to get me irritated too. Like, they've been saying that for all these years. This dude died with a paper towel around his neck, like a paper towel. And then, why? See, that's why Monday, I wanted to get out here and do a crash out Mondays, because I want to wear a free Diddy shirt, just because, you know, it's gonna cause problems, you know what I mean? I know. But not to take, domestic violence, as a joke, because it's not a joke, you know what I mean? And that ain't the reason why I would do it. I just want to do it because my people's gonna be like, oh, he wore it, he wore it, he wore it. So I'm thinking about it, but when I think about it, it's like, yo, that Epstein list got everybody on it, and Trump even know that. Trump said he ain't in it, you know what I mean? Do you believe Trump? I don't know. But if they release the list, then what is it gonna do? It ain't gonna do nothing. Like, they ain't gonna go pick nobody up, ain't nobody gonna get arrested. They got the one chick, Maxine, or what is the name, Maxwell, you know what I mean? She out here threatening to do interviews and tell on all these people. And then they had this one chick, she came out, said she was at Epstein Island, and she's sitting up here talking like she's seen Trump there. And, you know what I mean? Now it just seems like a big new psyop since the Diddy stuff went out. It seemed like whatever was going on with the Diddy trial, they went and used that as a distraction. Then once that's over, like, they gotta have a new distraction. You know what I mean? And it's like the longer they can sit out there and procrastinate putting these files out and all the rest of that stuff, like, it's just to mess with y'all, to ruin y'all attention and get you clicking on stuff and having it show up on your timeline of a new content creator and some more stuff. Might be talking another suicide with a paper towel. Mr. Fisher, he died with a paper towel around his neck, man. Let me see what the chat is saying. DC has zero accountability. That's because they got all that Egyptian writing over there at the Washington Monument. You know what I mean? Like, then you hearing about who all of these people believe in, and it seems to be that they all Masons. I'm just saying, I ain't got nothing against none of them. You know what I mean? Just because, boy, they deep. But I heard that it's not the Holy Bible, it is a Mason Bible. But I don't know. That ain't my business. It's a lot of stuff ain't my business. Like, I know. See, I don't know if y'all gonna want to be affiliated with me, man. Like, it's gonna mess up y'all's social credit score. Elon Musk out here trying to bring it here, man. Elon tripping, man. Supposed to be Trump homeboy who want to spend a night. What you mean he want to spend a night? We should put him in the crash out report. I'm telling you, we should crash out on Elon every Monday. I even thought about getting me a Twitter and everything just to crash out. Who built all these big rocks in Persia? Well, seems to be the aliens, like the Hukanaki, the Anunnaki, and the sons of God. Whoever else was mixing and mingling with human flesh, like, they out there. I don't care what nobody say. A man did not make that. He couldn't have. I always ask that question. Elan got the data he needed and left. Elan. Aliens, that is right. Man, did you see the one pyramid when they went up in there and the dude looked like Obama? Yo, I'm talking about. If I recall, I think they had his wife up in there too. Like, dang, they got them both up. Elon, my bad. Yeah, Elon, man, look, Mr. Fisher, boy. Look, I heard some say aliens, demons, though. Man, so demons is who they talking to with this chat GPT. Look, but I need some ideas. I needed to just smile right quick, man, laugh. But yeah, I needed some ideas, man. I'm gonna have to ask Chat GPT, you know what I mean? But I don't wanna be talking with no demons, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go up in there and plead the blood of Jesus. Like, we gonna go back and forth, like, straight up. That is your protection. I need people to know, boy, that name right there is powerful, boy. Demons tremble at the sound of that name. I need people to know that. Just because, man, like if you ever are in a time of need, a time of trouble, you call on Jesus, and the Lord will say, now. I gotta say this for the post-trib and the pre-trib people out there. If you are looking for Jesus to come protect you in the time of sorrow or in the time of the great tribulation, you need to be prepared. But I can't tell you he gonna save you and you ain't gonna go through nothing. Like, no, you gonna know that some people gonna be dying. Seriously, like that's what the words say. People gonna be dying. You know, I thought I was gonna be one of them ones that's, out there, fight for my people, you know what I mean? Like saying something, you know what I mean? When in Revelations, when he say, when you hear the souls underneath the altar crying out to the Lord, like saying, Lord, how long before you avenge our death? Or how long, you know what I mean? And the Lord said, just a little while longer, wait for the rest of them out there. Like, there's gonna be some people out there that's gonna be fighting, you know what I mean? And they got to get killed first. Like, look, the Bible say it, that's what it is. That's why this ain't no church, you know what I mean? Like, because if this is a church, people be like, oh, you're out there fear-mongering. You're pushing it to the people. You're trying to lead the people. You're trying to teach the people. No, I ain't got to teach nothing. This is what's in the word. It said that they gonna kill you. Who is they? Who is they? The ones that won't repent. Bro, I gotta go, but you stay safe and have a great stream. I'll see you soon. God bless you all. Hey, for sure, Taz, man, I appreciate you. I'm gonna go back and watch the rewind. Like, Taz was out there crashing out, man. You should have did that on Monday. Look, come crash out Monday. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna need you in the house, just because we're gonna get a couple new people in. And a couple people that's already here, you know what I mean? But we gonna crash out about the things that we question, the things that make us upset. Like, we got to say something today, but don't be coming out here crashing out for the wrong reasons. Like, y'all make sure y'all got a good reason, you know what I mean? And why, how I can fix the people, you know what I mean? Like, look, I know I said I was gonna say something about Kanye on Monday, you know what I mean? But I think I wanna leave Kanye alone. I think I want to leave Kanye alone, you know what I mean? Just because, like, man, we need Kanye in the chat, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to make him feel like he got to, start to isolate himself from people, you know what I mean? And it's good that when Kanye is outspoken, and he get out there and he say something, but I don't think we should, push Kanye the wrong way, So I'm thinking about leaving him out of the crash out report when we do talk about Diddy. But I ain't really got no information on Diddy. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to say? So I'll be thinking about stuff I could actually get into, man. But the real reason why I'm here today was just to make a video, just to push myself, to get back comfortable talking again, to let people know I am working on my little studio lab to get myself back in order. I will be doing the crash out report. We're Wednesdays. We're gonna be doing bingo. It's a lot of different things I'm gonna get together, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna need some time, and if I don't make it, y'all know that I'm working on something. So as long as I do have that ambition, and I'm inspired. I feel the inspiration, you know what I mean? Like, just from me making a video, that's what it is. Me coming out, making a new video, like, regardless of what we talk about, just having fun, interacting with the chat, getting the people involved and feeling comfortable, feeling safe, and for me to get safe on my live stream as well, so that I can try to get you a good video, try to get you some type of good content. But I can guarantee you that the content will get better, production will get better, and I'll start speaking a little more clear. I'll start having topics, subjects, icebreakers, stuff that we could talk about, just interacting with the people, and I can't wait to do it actually now, and I was looking for that boosted energy to make me want to do it, and I want to do it just because I'm seeing the support with the people that come out hang out, even when I'm out here doing the part of the video where nobody in the house, I still feel that people are there, so 7 people in the house. I appreciate y'all being in the building, man. If you checked in, if you didn't check in, don't worry about it, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have some time in the future. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's all right. I hope everybody's staying encouraged, keeping their head up strong. Don't worry about the things that hold you down. Crash out, you know what I mean, and see if you feel better afterwards. Hopefully you don't feel the conviction, that I felt, just getting out there doing too much. Auntie Grace is in the building. Hi, Trip. What's going on with you, Auntie Grace? Thank you for joining, and hopefully you're doing good as well. I was getting ready to get up out of here, but because Auntie Grace is in the house, we got a couple questions. We got a couple questions for Auntie Grace, you know what I mean, to see what she think out here on these streets as well. Do you have something you want to crash out about? Maybe you want to come here Monday for the crash out report. As of right now, it'd be kind of early that I'm here, you know what I mean, just to come in, do a quick hour and a half, just here at the gym. Okay, she crashing out at the gym. That's what I need to do. Actually, I think that's where I would go. I can go to the gym. What are you talking about? I don't know, just be talking. You know how I do, Mr. Fisher. Quit calling me out, I'm just trying to get the video done. Like, I'm almost done, and I didn't want to make a long video, but just seeing certain people in the house, man, it made me feel good to keep going, so hopefully you guys got a little laugh, a little smile, a little something. I don't do bingo. Oh, man. We got 2 of the best contestants in the house, like Auntie Grace and Mr. Fisher. Like, we did good. We did good with Family Feud. I could bring that back. But I gotta get some more questions. You know what I mean? Like, we might could do the Family Feud. Okay, we do the Family Feud. All right, Okay, yeah. Bingo, I don't know. I gotta see, because the bingo. See, Auntie Grace got some friends too that do the bingo, and she actually could do the bingo. Look, Fisher Town, tell him, nah, you neither. Oh man. Well, okay. Auntie Grace, learn how to do the bingo. Get your friends, you know what I mean? And tell your friends we need help. We gonna learn how to do the bingo. But I'm telling you, y'all see all the people that come there for the bingo? Like, it be a lot of people. And I don't want to call out no names, but it's a couple of my friends too that do bingo. Like, I could probably ask her, but Auntie Grace will be one of them people that will be one of my special guests. She'll be featuring every now and then. But because she be so busy, I don't know when she'll have the time to do it. But I'm gonna need a couple months. I'm getting my stuff in order, and I ordered some stuff. And I'm gonna start setting some stuff up. We'll see how it goes. And I'm getting my programs and stuff in order. I'm arranging everything, getting everything organized. I just need some more time because there's other stuff I'm working on. I'm working on ideas, trying to get like some type of prototype that I can continue to rinse and repeat, and just keep on doing that. So I've been coming up with different designs and ideas and stuff. And I've been kind of wearing them on my stream, but I ain't been like actually trying to do too much because it's a rough draft of everything. Look, already an hour. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm just still letting y'all know, if you don't see me around for a little bit, that's what it is. Like, I'm getting stuff prepared. And then, I got other stuff that I'm actually really busy with, so hopefully you guys don't mind coming for a game night, or Crash Out Mondays, or even Weird Wednesdays. I mean, I know y'all be seeing some weird stuff, and I just felt like, if I could just get out here during the week, help people get through their week, it'll help me get me through my week as well, man. But it's always fun to see y'all, man. I have a lot of fun, just coming on the live stream, smiling a little bit, laughing a little bit with y'all, so to hear what y'all talk about, it's always a blessing, man. Shout out to the people that stop by. Shout out to the people that are in the house. I want to say, God bless y'all, man. I'll see y'all soon, man. Crash Out Monday. Let's see.